Okay.
Take that hill. Mark it down.
It's going to be hot.
G-Unit's going to have on his short pants that day.
It's a good thing that the camera doesn't see below the desk here in the Gene Langley Ford studio.
Do you wear short pants in the summer?
Absolutely.
Do you
Yes,
really?
sir.
I haven't worn shorts in years. I just don't like doing it anymore.
It's not your thing?
I used to. I mean, as an adult, I used to, but I don't anymore.
Okay.
I just pass on that.
All right.
It's a personal preference kind of thing. But you're going to take that hill, say March 3rd, what, 90?
March 3rd. I don't know if it's going to be 90, but I promise you we will be wearing T-shirt and shorts. That's 2 weeks after spring begins.
Now, see, I had this conversation with people before. You don't dress for the weather. You dress for the season. And that's going to be too early for T-shirts and shorts and flip-flops.
Well, we do know that our spring here lasts about 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's all you got.
And then it goes right into the basement of Hades.
We will get there. That is for sure. Spring begins Monday of next week. Monday, spring will be here. But it does not feel like that's the case this morning. It is cold outside, 27 here locally and 24 at the airport under fair skies. And rain on the way by Thursday night, particularly. It's going to rain Thursday night and going into Friday morning as well. Then things begin to clear off. Looks like we've got a fantastic weekend, albeit a bit cool. High Saturday's only 47, high Sunday's only 44. And we'll warm up today around 56. We got to get through this freeze warning first.
We'll take 56 today.
Yeah, we'll do that. Not a problem. Looking back on this date, as we mentioned, it is the Ides of March. This date, 44 BC, Julius Caesar was assassinated in the Roman Senate by a group of 60 conspirators. Beware the Ides of March.
So it took 60 people to take down Julius Caesar.
No, it did not take, but they all had to be complicit. That was the only, I mean, they all had to take part in it.
All right.
You know, I mean, it was a thing.
So standards and practices decided that we're going to off Julius Caesar.
It was a conspiracy. They wanted him out.
Okay.
And to make sure it was done and to make sure nobody didn't participate, because, you know, if you want it done, if we're going to go through with this, then we all got to take part in it. There can't be anybody standing in the back going, oh, I don't want to do it.
Right.
You know, so they all did it. And his best friend Brutus was the last one.
Et tu, Bruti.
Yeah. Something like that.
As in, you too?
Yes, not as in, but that's what he said.
That's it.
Yeah. Said, yo, bruh, thought we were friends.
So I see how you are.
That was 2,067 years ago. Julius Caesar assassinated. In 1892, on this date, the escalator was patented by the lazy genius inventor of Jesse W. Renouf of New York City.
My mother is terrified of escalators.
Some people are.
She thinks it's going to drag her into it.
In the underbelly?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm better going up than I am coming down.
Okay.
Because my thing is not necessarily escalator, but I don't want to touch that railing.
Okay.
I can't do that. So you have to really be careful and balance yourself when you get on it to go down.
Right.
You know, it's easy to go up because it's, you know, you can't fall up, but you can fall down. And if you don't hold the rail, it's even more precarious. So I have a problem with going down an escalator.
I wonder if he's the same guy that invented the moving escalator,
moving sidewalk
like at the airports and stuff.
Those are, I have a problem with those too, because I get on and if no one else is on there, I will walk on the moving sidewalk like you're supposed to. It's not a ride at the fair.
Okay.
You know, don't just get on it and stand
Come
there.
on, kids.
Yeah. Let's get on this moving sidewalk. You're supposed to walk on it.
Okay.
Just like you're supposed to climb the escalator.
Well, some of them
it's not a ride.
Some of them are wide enough for those who decide not to walk.
Yeah.
Who to want to take the scenic route. And then you've got one lane for the walkers.
That's what you're supposed to. You're supposed to walk.
Okay.
But if you get stuck behind people who don't walk, then I get lazy and don't pay attention to where the end of it is. And it just kind of boots me off.
There you go.
Like a Pop-Tart in a toaster. There he goes. So it is escalator day. Frankie Avalon hit number one with Venus this day, 1959. The 8th annual Grammy Awards were held. This date in 1966. Some of the winners from 1966, the 8th Annual Grammy Awards. Tom Jones won Best New Artist for What's New Pussycat.
What's New Pussycat?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep. Frank Sinatra won Album of the Year for September of My Years. Smash hit of that album was It Was a Very Good Year.
It was a very good year.
Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass won Record of the Year for A Taste of Honey. That was Record of the Year. Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. That was 57 years ago, 1966. 51 years ago, 1972, The Godfather opened in theaters. Francis Ford Coppola made that film for $6 million.
No way.
That would cost you $41 million in today's money.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
That's a big hit. Even to this day, I'll still, if I catch it, I'll still watch The Godfather. It is the number one film, according to Internet and Movie Database's top 100 greatest movies of all time. It's number one. It's also number one on the Hollywood Reporter's 100 favorite films. And it's number 3 on AFI's 100 greatest American movies of all time. That's the American Film Institute.
Deservedly so.
Yep. 1972, The Godfather. 50 years ago to 1973, Tom Sawyer was released. That's the Rush album, right? That's what they're talking about.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah. No. 1973, 50 years ago, Tom Sawyer was released starring Jodie Foster as Becky Thatcher and Johnny Whitaker as Tom Sawyer. I don't even know what they're talking about.
I remember the Rush album.
I do too.
Tom Sawyer.
I don't think that was the name of the album.
No, that wasn't the name. Was it Exit Stage Left and Tom Sawyer was on that?
Tom Sawyer was on some album. I don't remember
see.
which one. But evidently that was a film starring Jodie Foster as Becky Thatcher. I don't know what that is. And I feel like it should be significant because it made the prep sheet. And I don't know what it is. Three's Company premiered on ABC television. That I know, 1977.
Tom Sawyer was released on the 1981 Rush album titled Moving Pictures.
Moving Pictures.
That's it.
Yeah. But I don't know anything about this movie.
All right.
So, I don't know. This I remember. See if you remember this. This show premiered on ABC television this date in 1985. See if you remember it. Remember this?
No.
You will.
Streaks on the china never mattered before.
What?
Had Bob Uecker in it. You know Bob Uecker.
Yeah.
Just a bit outside.
Yeah.
Came to the door,
It was a sitcom on ABC.
but sometimes
Mr. Belvedere
Oh!
with Christopher Hewitt,
Now
Bob
I remember.
Uecker.
Yes. Okay.
There's a change in the status quo. Gonna need all the help we can.
That was 1985, Mr.
All
Belvedere.
right.
I used to love that show.
Through our new
Bob Uecker was hilarious.
Little bit outside.
Just a bit outside.
and we just might live a good life yet.
Mr. Belvedere premiering on ABC television. I wonder how long that ran. I'm going to say 3 seasons,
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, we
I
just found out yesterday that the original Batman
Oh.
only ran 3 years.
hated that.
I thought it was forever.
Yeah, that's because it's always on somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Splat.
Pow!
Boinks.
Bam!
I hated that. The first internet domain name was registered. This date, 1985. The first internet domain name. What do you think it was?
Yahoo?
Symbolics.com. Symbolics.com.
What
the first,
in the world?
I don't know. Pull it up, see if it's still out there. Symbolics.com. Symbolics. Symbolics.com. The 8th Annual Soul Train Music Awards was held this date in 1994. Let's see.
There's not really anything there.
There's nothing there?
Nope. It's a bunch of junk.
Well, that was the first one. The first one. 24 years ago, 1999, Bruce Springsteen, Paul McCartney, and Billy Joel were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. 19 years ago, 2004, the late George Harrison was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, along with Bob Seger, Traffic, ZZ Top, Jackson Browne, The Dells. I'd forgotten all about The Dells. Jan Wenner from the Rolling Stone magazine, and Prince. All went in this day 2004. That was a good class.
Pretty good class.
Good
gotta
class.
say.
And let's see. I think that's about it. Birthdays today on this March the 15th. The Ides of March. Boy, if you got a birthday on the 15th of March, that's got to make you feel weird.
Feel a little eerie about that.
Yeah. Kellen Lutz is 38. Ava Amuri is 38. Young Buck, 42. Pollyanna McIntosh, 44. Brian T is 46. Ava Longoria is 48. Will I Am of the Black Eyed Peas is 48. Mark Hoppus of Blink 182 is 51. Mark McGrath, Sugar Ray, 55. Rockwell, 59. Brett Michaels, Poison, is 60 today.
Don't need nothing but a good time, baby.
Okay, yeah.
He's 60 years old.
He's 60 years old.
He doesn't look it.
Yeah, I think he probably does.
Well, he's well preserved, I should say. In other words, he's been pickled a lot.
Yeah. Terrence Trent D'Arby, if you remember him back in the day, he's 61. Fabio is 64.
Fabio.
Remember the model?
Fabio.
With
the hair and all that.
Yep. Remember when he was photographed on that roller coaster? He got hit in the head with a seagull, broke his nose.
What?
There's video of that. He's on a roller coaster and he gets hit by a seagull.
So the seagull just happens to fly.
Smacks him right in the face.
Bam!
Broke his nose. Feathers go everywhere.
I bet he was pissed.
It's on. You can find it on YouTube.
Oh, man.
Park Overall is 66. Dee Snider from Twisted Sister is 68. We're not going to take it. Oh, really?
We're not going to take it.
Oh, really? He's been taking it for 68 years. 68. Ry Cooter, one of my favorites, guitar legend, 76. Sly Stone is 80. Mike Love of the Beach Boys is 82. Bill Lesh from the Grateful Dead is 83. Judd Hirsch
was just nominated for another Academy. Was just nominated for an Academy Award.
For what? The Fabelmans? Was he in the Fabelmans?
I think that's right, yeah.
I think he was in the Fabelmans.
I think so, yeah.
Jimmy Swaggart is 88 today.
I have sinned.
That's scary how good that is. Stop that. It's creepy.
Well, I've been practicing that,
It's creepy. Would have been Ruth Bader Ginsburg's birthday. She died this date in 2020. Oh, Ruthie's been gone for 3 years.
I didn't know that Jimmy Swaggart and Jerry Lee Lewis were cousins.
Mm-hmm.
According to that, it is.
Yeah, that's pretty common knowledge. Mickey Gilley, they're all in that whole little circle.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mickey Gilley and Jerry Lee Lewis and Jimmy Swaggart, they're all cousins. I mean, like close cousins, not like third, twice removed way down the line.
Something, yeah.
I mean, they had Thanksgivings together probably.
Man.
I mean, that close. Like their mothers were all sisters.
I wonder what they would have discussed around the table on Thanksgiving dinner. Jimmy Swaggart, Jerry Lee Lewis, and
do you think that
walk into a bar?
You think that Jerry Lee Lewis knew more about preaching, or Jimmy Swaggart knew more about rock and roll?
Probably
around the Thanksgiving table when the conversations got started.
Probably Jimmy Swaggart about rock and roll. Because Jerry Lee does not seem like the kind of guy who would want to talk about preaching.
Yeah, but they all grew up and went to those Pentecostal churches down there.
Man.
They were all there at the same time. They all grew up in that world. And Jimmy Swaggart stayed in it. Jerry Lee veered off. So I would think Jerry Lee would be, Jerry Lee could preach if he wanted to.
Probably.
He could drop some Bible on your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Andrew Jackson, 7th President of the United States, Tennessee boy. Not originally, but he claimed it. He's buried here. He's the guy on the $20 bill. You might know that.
Yep.
At least for now, he's the guy on the $20 bill. There are plans to replace him with Harriet Tubman in the next few years. If that happens, they'll move Andrew Jackson to the back of the bill.
Okay.
I don't know how many teeth that bill has, but they've talked about that for several years. Today is Everything You Think Is Wrong Day. We'll explore that coming up because I'm not really sure what that is. Everything You Think Is Wrong Day.
What?
We're 2 days from St. Patrick's and 17 days to April Fool's Day. Now we're counting down to April Fool's, and I got to tell you, I hate April Fool's.
Okay.
Just so you know, because I want you to know that before we get there, so don't come in here and try to be pulling any shenanigans. That's not going to go over.
Say, listen, man, I had a visit with Standards and Practices.
Yes.
They're not happy
Yes.
with us.
That's exactly right. Yeah. So we're 17 days away from April Fool's, 2 days away from St. Patrick's, and today is Everything You Think Is Wrong Day. We'll take a look at that coming up in just a bit. It's 6:30, bottom of the 6 o'clock hour here at Daybreak, 96.5 FM, News Talk 965.com. 27 degrees here in Midtown at the Gene Langley Ford Studios. Feels like 31. It's 24 at the airport. Fair skies. We're under freeze warning till 9 this morning, and then we'll warm up to around, 56, I think it said, later
That'll
on
be
today.
nice today, though.
And then rain moving in for tomorrow. More on the way. This is Daybreak.
News Talk 96.5 FM will be hosting a City of Jackson mayoral debate on Thursday, March 23rd at Northside High School Auditorium. The debate will begin at 6:30. All 6 qualified candidates for this mayoral race will be participating. News Talk 96.5 wants you, our listeners, to participate by submitting your What Do You Want to Know questions on our website. News Talk 96.5 will select a series of your submitted questions to be included and presented to the candidates in the live debate. Log on to newstalk965.com and submit your questions in the space provided. We invite you to attend the debate and hear the answers to the questions from each of the candidates for Jackson City Mayor. News Talk 96.5 FM and newstalk965.com will be hosting a City of Jackson mayoral debate on Thursday, March 23rd at Northside High School Auditorium. For more information, call our office at 731-800-6397.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
What's better than 20% over invoice, or 15% over invoice, or 10% over invoice? How about 0% over invoice? Wait, did I just say 0% over invoice? Hi, this is Sarah Beth Langley at Gene Langley Ford in Humboldt. As your authorized Ford ordering dealer, Gene Langley Ford, in partnership with Ford Motor Company, is accepting new orders at cost. So our price is your price. There's never been a better time to order your new Ford. Come see us today for details, and let's get your new Ford car, truck, or SUV on its way to your driveway. Struggling with credit issues? Not here. Our finance department can work magic to get you approved. Plus, every new Ford comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty. And if you're looking for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, check out the great selection on our lot and online. Updated daily at GeneLangleyFord.com. And remember, March is Ford Truck Month. You really should try Gene Langley Ford before you buy. The dealership service bill.
At cost offer excludes Mustang GT500 and Raptor. See dealer for warranty and financing details.
Looking to add a little spice to your love life?
Nothing adds spice like gunpowder.
Jackson's only indoor shooting range. Date night at the range. Here's what you lovebirds get. A shooting lane for two targets, 100 rounds of ammo, eye and ear protection, and a $30 gift certificate to Texas Roadhouse. All for just $99.99.
Now that's firepower.
Perfect for a gift card from the range. The Range, 2310 North Highland Avenue in Jackson.
Go to therange.com.
Papa, why can't we telegraph while riding a horse?
Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam! Ran right into the side of the saloon.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
They say consistency is the key to success. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently refreshing and light? Michelob Ultra, only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Central Distributors, Jackson.
6:35 the time here at 96.5 FM News Talk 965.com. We're at Midtown Jackson at the studios here on North Highland Avenue, the Gene Langley Ford Studios. It's cold out. We're under a freeze warning until 9 a.m. this morning. It's 27 degrees here where we are, the studios. Feels like 31, but it's officially 24 at the airport. G-Unit standing by. Get us caught up on a little sports this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Greg. This morning's sports brought to you by the Trey Lindsay Scholarship Memorial. The Rocket is coming to town in April. Be sure to check out more about that on News Talk 96.5. Get your tickets available as Roger Clemens will bring his Hall of Fame career to Jackson and tell us all about all the fun that he had as a Major League Baseball player. Also, the mayoral debate is coming up on March 23rd at Northside High School Auditorium. You can log on to News Talk 96.5, submit your questions to all 6 mayoral candidates who are running for mayor in the city of Jackson. That's brought to you by our friends at Sports Orthopedics and Spine. Gene Langley Ford, log on to GeneLangleyFord.com. Pick your car, pick your poison, pick your newest whip at GeneLangleyFord.com and Southeastern Termite and Pest Control.
All right, so tomorrow we've got first round action of the tournament.
The first round of the boys' tournament started yesterday.
No, I'm talking about the NCAA tournament.
NCAA tournament. We're going to be talking about that in the next hour.
Okay. Well, before we get there, I'm going to do this, because we might need this information before we get
Oh.
there. If you haven't made out your bracket yet,
You better get to it.
For your office pool or
Yep.
your church league or whatever you're doing.
Yep.
If you haven't filled it out, this is important to know. It's basically impossible to fill out a perfect tournament bracket. It's never been done. And a recent mathematician says it's more likely that a family of 4 will be struck by lightning separately in their lives.
What in the world?
The odds of finishing with a perfect bracket, guessing all the games correctly, is 1 in 120 billion. Billion with a B. That's assuming that you know something about college basketball and what's going on. And take into consideration how the teams are seeded.
Good Lord.
If you're a non-fan who just guesses based on something arbitrary like flipping a coin, the odds soar to 1 in 9.2 quintillion.
Oh, what is that? What even is that?
A quintillion? Google that. I want to know how many zeros that is.
I just want to be that rich.
One mathematician put it this way: you have better odds of winning the Powerball with 2 consecutive tickets than getting a perfect bracket. There's too many variables.
We would take that.
It's too many variables. Says you also have better odds that a family of 4 will all get hit by lightning separately in their lifetime.
That's insane.
That's bleak, but it's pretty much a sure thing.
Oh, man.
There's a 1 in 10,000 chance that you get injured by your toilet in your lifetime.
Have you ever fallen off the toilet?
No.
When I were drinking, I was never drunk enough to fall off the toilet.
Well, no. That's why you have like a seatbelt on it. So there are better odds that the same family of 4 all get injured by a toilet than picking up perfect bracket. No one has officially ever submitted a perfect bracket, ever. The longest streak of perfection was a neuropsychologist from Ohio who managed to pick the winner in the first 49 games back in 2019 correctly. And there are 63 games
that was
total,
insane.
And he picked 49.
49 out of 63, and he got that amount right. Wow.
So it's advised that you just fill it out for fun. Who knows? Maybe you get lucky. Maybe you'll get lucky and everybody in your house rips out a toilet and gets hit by lightning. Who knows? I don't know.
Oh, man. So fill your brackets out and go have some fun. Everybody pitch in $5 at work and somebody's going to win. And the winner will not take you to eat chicken livers on Thursday.
You know, I had some yesterday.
Did you?
I had to splurge. I know it wasn't Thursday. That's tomorrow. And I'll probably get some tomorrow too. But I was in another town. I won't tell you where it is. I mean, if you're a chicken liver fan, you know. But I was out of town yesterday. I had to make a quick run out of town. So I was in this other town north of here. And I remembered this one place that I hadn't been to in years.
Okay.
In fact, I'd forgotten about it. But while I was there, I drove by it and said, hey, they've got chicken livers. So I turned around because I passed it.
Did like a U-turn in the middle of the road.
Well, not quite that. Yeah, but I did. I turned around and went back and got some, and I thought about you because I ate them in the car coming back home. And I thought about you. I was like, man, I should save one of these for G-Unit. But I had some yesterday.
Well, you didn't text it to me, so it's either pictures or it didn't happen.
I know. I thought about it, but I was driving, and I couldn't do it. But, yeah, I had some yesterday. And we'll probably get some tomorrow, since tomorrow's the day. And that's when you're going.
Oh.
They have other things. You can get all kinds of stuff.
I might be. Are there fried chicken livers?
Yeah.
If they're fried.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I think. I think that's what I had when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah. You don't eat them any other way.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have a boiled chicken liver. It's just a bowl of guts. You do it like that.
You don't eat them like bait, like the catfish do.
No. Gross.
Okay.
No, they're fried. They're dredged and they're fried.
Okay.
Yeah.
May have to check that out.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you won't go wrong.
And another sports news, Haywood County boys basketball coach Rodney Chapman was a senior on the team when the Tomcats reached the state tournament in 2004. His cousin, Jarvis Bernardo, was a shot-blocking sophomore who would lead Haywood on 2 more trips to Murfreesboro. In Bernardo's first season as an assistant coach at his alma mater, he's already done something he was never able to do as a player. The Tomcats beat Unicoi County 63-43 in Tuesday's Class 3A state quarterfinal, giving Bernardo his first win with Haywood at the Murphy Center. Bernardo says it was a dream coming true, coming back and trying to help these boys get to the next level and trying to bring home a gold ball as well. After graduating from Haywood in 2006, Bernardo played 4 years at Mississippi State, where he was named SEC Defensive Player of the Year 3 times.
Wow.
And first team All-SEC twice. He left Starkville as the NCAA's all-time leader in blocks with 564, a record that he still holds to this day. So a boy
Not
did
bad.
well.
I don't remember
Young man
him.
did well for coming from Haywood County.
Right.
Went to Mississippi State, and if you sent it his way, he swatted it up in the stands.
Wow.
And in other high school action at the state tournament, Greg, we talked about it.
We did?
We did.
Okay.
And unfortunately, Cinderella's slipper no longer fits.
Oh, yes. I was afraid of that, actually.
The Chester County boys
I was
team,
hopeful, but I was afraid of that.
I remained hopeful as well. The Chester County boys team was beaten yesterday by Ridgeway 40-36 in the quarterfinals. Chester County turned the ball over 30 times in the game.
30 times?
Yeah,
Did they even have the ball at all?
Yeah, well, enough to score 36 points in the entire game.
Yikes.
So, unfortunately, the run comes to an end for the folks in Chester County, but it was magical to say the least. Dan and I covered a lot of them when we started in the region tournament, and they were just a fun team to watch. And I tell you what, even next year, Chester County, the boys teams, they're going to be a team to watch out for, because they are coming off that run to the state tournament, and they're going to want more of that. But unfortunately, you cannot turn the ball over 30-plus times in a game and expect to win. And that was the downfall yesterday for Chester County. But nonetheless, hats off to the good folks.
Congratulations.
Down to the
Good
Eagles
run.
in Chester County. And they had, from what I was able to see on some of the highlights, they had a huge crowd there.
Good.
So we were talking about it, that half the city was going to be shut down. Congratulations again to the good folks down in Chester County. This morning's sports brought to you by Lifeline Voice and Data, Cambridge Men's Store, Jackson State Community College. Plan your future at jscc.edu. Advanced Rehab Bio-T, Precision Auto Body, Pops Music, Watson's Cleaning, and Dapper Dan's favorite, Mulligan's.
Grizz Nation, make some big Memphis noise. Join Ja, Dez, and your Grizzlies as they battle the Dallas Mavericks this Saturday at 7 p.m. for a women's night. Presented by Nike. Fans will want to arrive early. The first 3,000 will receive a Zaire Williams water jug. Get hyped. Get ready for a Southwest Divisional Showdown. And secure your tickets today by calling 901-888-HOOP or visiting Grizzlies.com.
When you need a heart expert, you need an expert with heart. Corbin Cardiology is dedicated to providing the highest quality cardiovascular care in West Tennessee. At Corbin Cardiology, our patient-centered approach, along with a full array of diagnostic imaging services, sets us apart from other cardiovascular clinics. Corbin Cardiology has clinics in Bartlett, Dyersburg, Lexington, and the newest location is now open in Jackson at 58 Murray Guard Drive. To schedule an appointment in office or by telemedicine, visit CorbinCardiology.com
or call 731-513-5701.
Let's face it, people want to feel loved, appreciated, and pampered. Beauty to the Bone has a mission and a purpose to help you look and feel beautiful inside and out. From facials to Botox, fillers, lasers, IV therapy, functional medicine, and all in between, we've got you covered. Book your appointment today to feel your very best tomorrow.
Book your appointment today. Call 731-300-9103. That's 731-300-9103.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
My name is Steven and I'm 41 years old. I started having problems with my weight, my focus, my energy all around. I spent thousands of dollars a year on supplements trying to get my weight down, and it never worked.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
So I got the treatment, and it has been the best decision of my life. I feel great. I'm losing weight. I have more energy. I'm getting stronger in the gym, and I can focus so much better. And I notice that I also sleep better, and I'm always in a good mood. And I believe it's all because of the BioT treatment.
To schedule an appointment to find out if BioTE is right for you, call 731-462-3596. That's 731-462-3596. Wake Up with Wood. Daybreak with Greg Wood. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on 96.5 FM and NewsTalkWTN.com.
All right, so if you've already locked in on Cocaine Bear as the most ridiculous movie premise of the year,
We've been talking about it forever.
Well, you moved too soon if you thought that. Moved too soon. There's a trailer that dropped yesterday for a German movie where a guy is trapped in a porta potty the whole time on a construction site where a demolition is about to take place.
What?
The movie has a 2-word title. The first one is Holy. You can use your imagination as to what is that.
About choke on my coffee. Jeez.
Yes. The movie has not officially been released yet, but that is the title of the movie. He's stuck in a porta potty the entire movie. It's considered a horror thriller, although it does appear to have some comedic aspects to it
I
as
would be
well.
scared to death to be stuck in a porta potty.
The hero actually wakes up trapped in the john on a construction site where a demolition is about to take place. Turns out he was put there by a guy who wants his expectant girlfriend, and he's got to escape before he's blown to bits. Trailer dropped yesterday, and it's worth a look. It does contain some profanity, so just Be ready.
Holy
We'll watch. Yeah, we'll watch it at the top of the hour.
Man, this sounds crazy. Cocaine Bear. Now
I think we may have entered an era where these super flippant movies are fixed to start being all over the place.
God, I hope so.
Yeah, that'll get me back in the theater.
That'd be more fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just the sheer ridiculousness of it all. And of course, Hollywood's not producing anything anyway.
Exactly.
I mean, the movie that won all the Oscars Sunday night, never even heard of it.
Nope.
Have no idea what it's about. We know who's in it because they won the Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'd never even heard of that movie. And Steven Spielberg's The Fabelmans, which is kind of autobiographic about Steven Spielberg. I didn't even know about that until it was announced as a contender for some of the Academy Awards. Never heard of that.
See, I think it's just kind of taking Hollywood a minute to get back to us after all that COVID crap where we couldn't even go to the movie theater.
Well, it's like they have a formula that they follow, and the only two things they make, one of them is comic book stories. I mean, they'll find some obscure comic book character that only like two nerds in Arizona have ever heard of.
Now we're
and they'll make
movie,
a feature film about
making
it.
a movie about Ant-Man.
Have you ever heard of Ant-Man
before?
No. Me either. That's what I'm talking about. They just yank these comic book people out of the ether and make a movie about it. That's their method.
Okay.
That's their method. But if they start going down this road about the Porta Potty movie and Cocaine Bear and all that, I'm down for that because I'll go see that stuff.
There we go. Since we are kind of like the grown-up version of Beavis and Butthead, I mean,
well, you keep saying that.
That's true.
Well, which one am I?
I don't care. Be whichever one you want. You can be whoever you want to be. It's your show anyway. I'm just kind of hanging out.
Well, I just want to know which one I'm supposed to be. Coors Light, just in time for summer, which we're not close to yet, but these will be ready by summer. They're releasing a limited edition beer-flavored popsicles, and they're non-alcoholic. Now, who in the world would want that? You can get them online and at more than 800 bars to coincide with the basketball tournament that starts Thursday.
Hey, baby, can I buy
First round. Popsicle.
Can I buy you a popsicle?
Hey there, little fella. You like popsicles? If you love beer for the taste, not the buzz or the social component, you're probably reaching for a Coors Light, right? Not me.
No.
And now there's a new way to enjoy that delicious flavor. Not. Coors Light's releasing limited edition beer-flavored popsicles. They're meant to coincide with the big dance, which just started. Did they start the action already?
Excuse me, sir. Could you pull over? How many popsicles have you had tonight?
Excuse me. These are non-alcoholic.
Yeah, that's a likely story. Could you step outside? Step outside and about 40 popsicle wrappers fall out of your lap.
Well, they're non-alcoholic, so this means the whole family can enjoy them.
Hey, kids, look.
Here, little Susie, have a popsicle. Gross, Daddy. What's that flavor? They're called Coorsicles. Available at more than 800 bars throughout the country, or you can order a 6-pack through their online shop. $20.
$20 for 6 popsicles.
Non-alcoholic popsicles.
I could make them pour some Coors in, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the ice mold,
Yeah.
the popsicle mold.
Yes. For a lot cheaper than $20.
And they'd have alcohol.
There you go.
You know, these don't have alcohol, and they're $20 for 6.
I mean, do you still have to be 21 to
Yes.
buy? What?
Yes.
To buy non-alcohol.
It says they're only releasing a limited number, and even though they're non-alcoholic, you do have to be 21 or older. You know, I've never thought about that. Do you have to be 21 to get like an O'Doul's?
Good question.
O'Doul's is that non-alcoholic beer. And of course, a lot of beer makers now make a non-alcoholic version, but back in the day, it was just O'Doul's. O'Doul's became synonymous with non-alcohol.
Right?
I mean, you ordered an O'Doul's and everybody knew you weren't drinking.
Could you see Cheech and Chong scarfing down Coors Sickles and smoking a whole bunch of weed?
I want to know if you have to be 21 to buy a non-alcoholic beer. Like if you go to a bar and order a Shirley Temple,
okay,
are they going to card you? I need to see some ID. Well, I'm not. It's a Shirley Temple. I'm fixing to slam about 8 of them. We're going to knock these back. I want to see some ID. No.
No.
I don't think so.
It doesn't seem right. If it does not have alcohol in it, to me, it just stands to reason that anybody should be able to belly up.
That's what I would think, but that's a good question. I'll have to do a little homework. You can also enter to win a pack of these Coorsicles at CoorsLight.com/Coorsicles. So I better win them because I'm not paying $20.
$20 for 6 non-alcoholic popsicles.
Yep.
Coorsicles.
Beer-sicles. And, of course, they're meant to coincide with the Big Dance basketball tournament that's underway. Speaking of limited college basketball products, Hormel, you know the company Hormel?
Chili.
The canned meat, is holding a contest where you can win a pack of bacon, which was smoked with scraps from the maple wood floor used to make this year's championship court.
What? What in the world?
Did you not follow that?
No,
Here we go.
Even I couldn't keep up.
Hormel is holding
Spam?
holding a contest where you can win a pack of bacon which was smoked with scraps from the maple wood used to make this year's this year's basketball tournament championship court.
So the scraps from when the wood that they made the tournament court with.
Yes.
The leftover
The scraps.
That's what they smoked
this bacon
with.
Yeah. And you can win a pack.
I wonder if it gives it a special kind of tournament flavor to
like
this.
sneakers. Why does my bacon taste like sneakers? Wet, stinky sneakers.
Oh,
I don't know, but that's what they said.
Can you get athlete's foot from it too?
Hang on. Let me go over here. I'm going to click the link and see what it says. 656. We're moving toward. Yep. Hard court smoked bacon. From tournament hardwood comes championship strips.
Oh, good
Talking about the
Lord.
bacon. Smoked over the very wood used to make this year's championship court, hardcourt smoked Hormel Black Label bacon infuses the savory strips you love with the rarefied smoke of real March Hoops hardwood. Enter below for your chance to taste the glory for yourself.
Kidding me?
The glory for yourself.
This is just absurd.
Elite Bacon meets Legendary Lumber.
Oh, my Lord.
That was my nickname in college. Legendary Lumber.
Or Elite Bacon.
Either one. Either one.
Oh, man. This is insane. Now, who's to say that it wasn't just some kind of wood from somewhere?
Well, it says that it's
Sounds like a bait and switch to me.
rarefied smoke of real March Hoops hardwood. From the tournament hardwood comes championship strips. You can you can just buy the strips yourself and smoke it yourself. Look.
It looks kind of like toothpicks almost.
Yeah, it's just little strips you throw in your smoker.
Okay.
Oh, and you get a certificate of authenticity. That's how you know it's real.
Oh, Lord.
Authenticity guaranteed. That's weird. Somebody had to come up with that. What are they doing at Hormel?
Oh, my Lord.
Somebody's like, hey, man, I got a deal on some maple wood. I think they made the court with this. You want to get it, smoke some meat? This was in a board meeting. They were like, that's a great idea. Jim, way to go, man. Why don't you take the rest of the day off?
Oh, my Lord.
6:58 is the time. Top of the hour is on the way. We're back after this. Daybreak.
Welcome to Hampton Inn & Suites of Jackson. Make yourself at home in any of the 83 rooms or suites. Hampton Inn & Suites exit 83 at I-40 is minutes away from all Jackson destinations like the West Tennessee Healthcare Sportsplex, Casey Jones Village, Jackson Madison County General Hospital, and many industrial complexes. Enjoy free Wi-Fi, free parking, and free hot breakfast. Also a 24-hour fitness and business center. Welcome to West Tennessee. Make your reservations now by calling direct at 731-427-6100 or visit hampton.com.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Central Distributors, Jackson.
What do you think he'll get you this year? Candy? Flowers?
This is WBFG 96.5 FM. 96.5 FM. Parker's Crossroads, Jackson.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Aggression by Russia in the skies over the Black Sea is further escalating tension between Washington and Moscow. The Pentagon says a Russian fighter jet dumped fuel on a U.S. surveillance drone and then clipped the drone's propeller, causing the $32 million unmanned aircraft to crash. The BBC's James Landale.
Throughout this conflict over the last year since Russia invaded Ukraine, both Russia and NATO and the United States have made huge efforts to avoid any form of escalation. Both sides have made it clear they are aware of the risks of that. So I think that, yes, there will be very stiff language used by the United States in protest diplomatically, but I think they will do their utmost to make sure that this doesn't spiral out into some kind of further military confrontation.
The Pentagon says the incident occurred in international airspace. On the West Coast, it's flooding rains. In the East, snow and plenty of it. Both coasts have taken a hit from powerful winter storms.
In Fitchburg, Massachusetts, Peter Davis doesn't seem to mind all the snow.
Finally, the big snowstorm of the year. I finally get to use my no snowblower.
But Tuesday's storm left tens of thousands of homes and businesses without power, and there were widespread school closings. The storm's path included New England, northeastern Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey, and upstate New York, where in some locations 2 feet of snow fell.
Correspondent Donna Warder says California has been slammed by another atmospheric river, bringing flooding rains to some locales and snow measured in feet to others. The collapse of Silicon Valley Bank is now being investigated by the Department of Justice and the Securities and Exchange Commission. Watching Wall Street this morning, stock futures deep in the red. Right now, the Dow futures down 548 points, the Nasdaq futures off 120. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Relief Factor pain relief that's natural, pain relief that works, and pain relief that attacks the source of the pain. That's the experience of tens of thousands of Americans who are taking Relief Factor right now. See their incredible video endorsements at relieffactor.com and then order your 3-week quick starter pack for just $19.95. That's less than $1 a day. Find out if it can work for you like it works for me by ordering your 3-week quick starter pack today. relieffactor.com, relieffactor.com. Be the next success story.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. I knew we could not put off getting life insurance. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $40 a month. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $18 a month.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-940-6161 or go to SelectQuote.com now. That's 1-800-940-6161. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
The Oxford English Dictionary adding dozens of words commonly used in New Zealand.
The OED describes itself as the definitive English guide. Its latest edition of vocabulary deepens its coverage of the dialect spoken in New Zealand with 47 new words. The majority reflect the influence of the Māori language, spoken by the country's indigenous Polynesian inhabitants. Everyday words include kia ora e hoa or hi mate, koha meaning gift, and whenua or homeland. More conceptual and hard to translate terms such as rangatiratanga, signifying the right to self-determination, also feature. In addition, there are non-Māori derived words, including after ball, a party following a formal event, and the colloquial greeting chur, a derivation of cheers.
That's BBC's Will Leonardo. After barreling through Mozambique and Malawi since late last week and killing hundreds, Cyclone Freddy now set to move away from land later today. News and analysis at townhall.com. Arkansas doctors who perform sex change procedures on minors can now be sued for malpractice.
This after Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders signed the Trans Care Malpractice Bill into law. The legislation makes it easier to sue doctors who perform sex change procedures on minors. Anyone who was given hormones or surgery as a minor that resulted in health issues at a later date now have 15 years' time to file a malpractice suit against the doctor who performed the procedures. The legislation comes as a growing number of young adults choose to detransition due to medical and mental issues caused by the excessive hormones and surgeries. The law takes effect this summer. Tasha Stevens reporting.
A Texas federal judge to hear arguments today in a lawsuit aimed at overturning FDA approval of the abortion pill mifepristone. And on Wall Street, Dow futures down $5.99. More on these stories, townhall.com.
King Jewelers is not your typical jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love, custom-made jewelry to suit the most discriminating taste. Or you can redesign an old piece that's just sitting in a jewelry box. Create something completely new and unique. Grover has over 40 years experience as a certified jeweler. Visit KingJewelerJackson.com. King Jewelers at 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson. Follow King Jewelers Jackson on social media for special savings.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local convenience store today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Central Distributors, Jackson.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. We recently celebrated our 20th year in business here in West Tennessee. That's 2 decades of growth for us. We've added to our work family, moved locations a few times, seen our coworkers have kids and grandkids. We've even seen our clients who were kids when we started at their parents' house now call us to take care of their homes. Lots of things change over 20 years, but here's what hasn't. We can still be reached 24 hours a day. We still provide quality, guaranteed termite and pest control service for all of West Tennessee. We still are the go-to company for real estate closing letters. We still provide quality fungus treatments and affordable moisture barriers. We still take care of your bed bugs, brown recluse, and every other pest problem you could have. If you own a home, you need termite protection. And the biggest thing we've learned in 20 years, we need you. Give us a call 24 hours a day for a different kind of experience from a service company. Southeastern, 660-1052. That's Southeastern, 660-1052.
Hey y'all, this is Mary at Mulligan's. Come see us soon before the new wears off. Hard to believe, but we're coming upon an anniversary in our locally family-owned business at Union University Drive. We still have our daily lunch specials, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., which will remind you of Grandma's cooking. Or try our Irish dishes, fish and chips, Reuben's and shepherd's pie, or everyone's favorite, the Mully Burger. And how about brunch on Saturdays and Sundays? Yep, every weekend, serving Jackson for over 25 years. See you soon at Mulligan's.
Looking to add a little spice to your love life?
Nothing adds spice like gunpowder.
Jackson's only indoor shooting range, date night at the range. Here's what you lovebirds get: a shooting lane for two targets, 100 rounds of ammo, eye and ear protection, and a $30 gift certificate to Texas Roadhouse. All for just $99.99.
Now that's firepower.
Perfect for a gift card from the range. The Range, 2310 North Highland Avenue in Jackson.
Go to therange.com.
Is your office or home office in need of a new printer, copier, fax, or multifunction machine? Do you need business cards, envelopes, or office supplies? Are you looking to upgrade to new office furniture? Office World Incorporated in Trenton has been serving all of the Gibson County and the West Tennessee area for over 65 years. Office World is a franchise partner of OfficeZilla. Call today, 731-855-9131, or email officeworldinc@gmail.com. Take us with you wherever you go. Download our free apps for Apple and Android. Visit newstalkwtn.com. Then click to download.
Welcome back into Daybreak 96.5 FM and NewsTalk965.com. Greg Wood, G-Unit in with you on this Wednesday. It's the Ides of March. Beware the Ides of March. It's cold outside, remaining under a freeze warning until 9 o'clock this morning. Yeah, it's cold. 27 degrees here in Midtown at the Gene Langley Ford Studios. Feels like 31. It says it's 27. Officially, it's 24 and fair at the airport, according to the National Weather Service.
I know it felt like it was cold as all get out.
It is.
At about 5:30 this morning on the way here.
Widespread frost this morning. We've seen that already.
Mm-hmm.
That is the reason for the freeze warning, which is in effect until 9 o'clock this morning. That will clear out, and we'll see sunny skies later on today. Look for a high near 56, so we'll warm up a tad. 56 is not too bad for today. Not when you're coming out of a freeze warning earlier in the day. So high of 56 today. Tonight, partly cloudy, low around 38. Thursday, things begin to change. That is tomorrow. It's a 20% chance of showers early afternoon, partly sunny. Otherwise, look for a high near 64. Okay, not too bad. 20% chance. We can live with that. And 64 degrees, quite pleasant.
We will take it.
Quite pleasant. Now, tomorrow night, showers before 10, then showers and thunderstorms overnight, and showers continuing into the very early or very late morning hours. Low around 41 tomorrow night with that 100% chance of precip. Windy with winds out of the south around 15 to 25, gusts as high as 35, so here comes more wind. That's all I need. So rain tomorrow night, and that continues into Friday morning as well. Cloudy skies otherwise, then becoming mostly sunny late tomorrow or Friday afternoon with a high near 53 and breezy. Winds stay with us. Saturday, not looking too bad. Sunny with a high near 47 and breezy on Saturday. And then Sunday, no mention of rain, just mostly sunny skies and a high near 44. So
we'll take it.
We're still under a freeze warning until 9 o'clock this morning, and then things begin to burn off, clear out, and we've got sunny skies remainder of the day today and a high near 56. But rain moving in Thursday night. It's coming back.
So if you're scraping the windows off your truck right now, heading into work, drive slow.
Now, just a reminder, this coming Monday, just 5 days away, spring begins.
Right? We talked about that last hour, yeah.
Spring begins Monday the 20th. So just keep that in mind.
And don't forget, 2 weeks after that.
April 3rd, right?
April the 3rd.
You're calling it.
That Monday.
I'm calling it.
I may have to adjust that. I said 90 degrees because.
No, come on, man. I asked you about that. If you're taking this mountain.
I don't want to die on the mountain. I will traverse up the mountain.
Well, then you shouldn't have stuck your flag in the ground.
Here's my call. By April 3rd, there will be people wearing T-shirts and shorts.
Okay, well, I don't doubt that because I've seen that already because we've had some very warm days here the last 3 weeks, I guess.
Maybe not 90 degrees, and I think that will happen for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Finally, by then, maybe Mother Nature will release her death grip from around our throats that she's had since that horrible freeze around Christmas. Come on, Mother Nature!
Yeah, if you've already pulled out the shorts and T-shirts and flip-flops, I can't talk to you. I
hadn't pulled them out yet.
I can't. Well, I know some that have.
Well, well, wait a minute. I take that back. I had gotten out of the yard. We talked about that before. Gotten out the yard and did a little bit of yard work and got a little sun and all.
You was all bare-chested? You went out bare-chested?
I think it was just for a minute.
No.
I don't know. A couple of weeks ago when it was nice and I had so much of the seasonal affective disorder that I could stand.
That's true. That's real.
Tired of it.
That's real. Yeah.
And Mother Nature's just been I can't rhyme it. It rhymes with witch. I can just say that.
Yeah, I got
Standards and practice won't get on this by saying that.
7:13 is the time on this Wednesday. Buffalo Wild Wings has found themselves embroiled in a lawsuit, which to me sounds trivial, but for the guy who filed it, I guess it's important. It was a class action lawsuit filed by a Chicago resident accusing Buffalo Wild Wings of false advertising, alleging that the chain's popular boneless wings are not, in fact, made of chicken wings, but are more in composition to a chicken nugget.
What did the guy do? Take it to his lab at home and test the meat or something like that?
That's a good question.
It's crazy.
We have had this argument before on the air, not me and you, but the argument has been had on the air before about what is a boneless wing.
Okay.
Is it wing meat? That's what this guy is contesting. He's like, it can't be a boneless wing because it's made with white meat.
Okay.
He said, that's a chicken nugget, not a boneless wing.
All right.
A boneless wing, you would think, has got wing meat.
It makes sense to me.
Not chicken nugget meat.
Right.
Well, this customer is suing Buffalo Wild Wings for foul play. See what I did there? Foul play. After alleging that the chicken chain has been misleading customers about its boneless buffalo wings. Class action lawsuit filed by this man in Chicago claims that Buffalo Wild Wings is guilty of false advertising, alleging that the popular boneless wings aren't in fact made of chicken wings, but are more similar in composition to a chicken nugget. Simply chicken breasts that are deep fried to appear like wings. Says consumers should be able to rely on the plain meaning of a product's name and receive what they are promised, the lawsuit says.
I tell you what, here, you and I can settle this really quick. The local Buffalo Wild Wings, they can bring us about 30 of them.
No, you're pandering. Come on, man.
They can bring it here, and we'll taste test them, and we'll say, you know what, we like it the way it is. Don't worry about it.
I agree with his argument. I don't think it really warrants a loss. I mean, it's Buffalo Wild Wings. You know what you're getting when you go there. I mean, you don't have a tablecloth. Okay?
The guy's being a little too technical for me.
I think so. Well, Buffalo Wild Wings responded with their Twitter account, and I think this is brilliant. When they got notice of the lawsuit, they tweeted out, "It's true. Our boneless wings are all white meat chicken.
Okay.
Our hamburgers contain no ham. Our buffalo wings are 0% buffalo." So at least they're taking it in stride.
That should settle it, right?
You'd think.
According to the tweet, Your Honor.
The lawsuit claims that if the plaintiff and other consumers knew that the boneless wings were not wings, they would have paid less for them or would not have purchased them at all.
I disagree with that completely.
This one woman responded on a, I guess this is a Reddit or Facebook feed where they're talking about this case. She says, "My family loves dark meat chicken and dislikes white breast meat because dark meat, wings and thighs and legs, has more fat and tastes better than white meat." She says, "I honestly don't think Buffalo Wild Wings should call them wings if they're white meat." See the argument?
Yeah, I disagree with it. I don't care because I just like Buffalo Wild Wings.
This one guy says, "I maintain that chicken nuggets are..." No, let me go back. This guy says, Blaine Fowler, "I maintain that chicken nuggets and boneless wings are the same thing. Chicken nuggets and boneless wings are the same thing. The only difference is the branding. Nuggets are for kids. Boneless wings are for adults. That's it. They're chicken nuggets for adults. Boneless wings."
Tell them, Blaine.
So which side of the fence do you fall on? You can't have it both ways.
I'm on the side that says, bring Greg and I a gigantic plate of them.
No, I'm not doing that. This one guy, grown man, says, "I like my boneless wings to be in the shape of dinosaurs." The dino nuggets.
Lord.
The little dino nuggets.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, hang on. What if they also agreed to bring some chicken livers with them? What about that?
Okay. I'm down for some chicken livers. I don't think Buffalo Wild Wings has those. They got buffalo livers.
Ew.
Blaine, in response to Blaine, Jessica says, "I've always thought the same as you. Boneless wings are just chicken nuggets for grown-ups." And then she says, "In my opinion, a real woman always prefers the bone in."
Wah, wah, wah.
This is what she said. This other guy says, "I agree that they are chicken nuggets for grown-ups, but they should be made from wing meat, not breast meat."
Okay. If they say so.
What about chicken tenders?
What about them?
Well, what are they? What part of the chicken is a tender?
Man, I fed my son and my niece when they were growing up. We ate chicken nuggets and chicken tenders all the time.
Of course.
They loved it.
Doug says the lawsuit is brilliant. A wing is a specific part. Breast meat nuggets are not wings. False advertising. I need millions to recover from this betrayal of trust.
Lord. Doug is triggered by this.
I don't think the lawsuit has a point, but it just seems a bit frivolous. I mean, as a grown-up, you know what you're getting. When you order, you should know what you're getting. I mean, it says it right there on the menu, all white meat, boneless chicken.
That's it.
Boneless.
If you don't like it, don't eat
wings.
it.
You know, just order the wings with the bone in it.
Simple enough.
There's no such thing as a boneless wing. It doesn't come like that. It's processed. It has to be processed. There's no such thing as a chicken
processed
wing.
American chicken
now, if you get
product.
A chicken, if you get a chicken wing, then it's got bones in it.
Some guy somebody trying to make some money off Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, and
leave them alone.
I'm trying to see. Well, I mean, this, if whatever is decided in this court case, it could stretch to all restaurants. That's the point.
Well,
all restaurants. If you have boneless chicken things on your menu, could affect you. And all these places have boneless chicken wings. They all have.
Sure do.
So depending on, it's a class action suit. So it could spread. It could
jump
affect
in on
the
this.
entire industry. Yes, you could. It's class action. You sure could.
The way to keep Greg and I from jumping in on this is to bring us some.
No.
Hey, I've got a friend talking about
Don't
this.
pander.
Talking about false advertising. A friend of mine says that Dollar Tree is false advertising.
What's that?
She said you need to change the name to $10 Tree.
Well, they made an announcement.
Because you can never go in there and spend just $1.
Oh, well, they raised their prices,
I know, and it sucks.
And they made an announcement. They let everybody know. It's like, hey, current conditions, we're going to have to go up like the $1.50 tree.
Right.
Or $2 tree or something. But they made that, all those dollar store discount chains did that.
She said she could never spend just $1 in there, so it was false advertising. That's what she said.
You've got to be in a super sad state of affairs for suing a company called Dollar Tree.
Or Buffalo Wild Wings because you disagree with the naming of their food.
I don't know what the current status of that is, but that story was posted 5 hours ago, so apparently there's not been any decision or anything. So we'll continue to watch that. I mean, I agree where the guy's coming from, but I just don't think it warranted a lawsuit.
And on a related note, I do not see where Buffalo Wild Wings has chicken livers.
Oh, dog. That's all right. I know where to get them. Oh, I got those places scoped out.
Yeah, you did a U-turn in the middle of the road yesterday to go back and buy some.
Well, I didn't do a U-turn. I did turn around and take a detour back to the spot. So, yeah,
Excuse me, sir. Step away from the chicken livers.
It's not like I love them that much. I'm not going to push somebody in front of a bus to get a box of them. But if I know you've got some good ones and I'm nearby, I'll stop in. It is the 15th day of March. It's the Ides of March.
Beware
the Ides of March. Julius Caesar was assassinated this date. What did we say that was? 44 BC, 2,067 years ago.
Long time ago.
Julius Caesar stabbed to death. The escalator was patented this date in 1892. Jesse W. Renouf of New York City, 1892, the escalator.
Yep,
and there were some people that had to have been freaked out the first time they saw that.
Oh, man. What is this thing?
You want me to get on these moving stairs? No, not me.
Ain't doing it.
There were some people that refused. Just, I'm not doing that.
My mother would just as soon walk up the escalator.
I know. That's right. I've got 2 feet. I'll just do it myself.
Then ride it up.
I'll do it myself.
She's terrified it's going to drag her into the thing.
I mean, that's legit. It happens all the time. People get their shoestrings or if they're wearing like a long skirt that's got little tassels and things like that, those will get caught up. I mean, It happens all the time. We don't hear about it, but because we trust these things,
Yeah, we were in Chicago and we had to take an escalator down to ride the subway. And my mother, you would have thought she was in a room full of snakes around her feet.
Yeah, on the escalator.
She was terrified
of being pulled under.
Yes.
Into the bellows of the escalator.
Just mortified. She hung onto my arm and was like, don't let go.
Well, how did she feel when she got on the subway in Chicago? Holy cow.
It's the first time she'd ever been on a subway.
I know, but did she feel safer on the escalator or the subway?
The subway.
That's a toss-up
in
Chicago.
It wasn't too much of a difference, to your point. I think the escalator is an irrational fear. The subway is a very rational fear.
Good point. Good point. Touche. 7:24 the time. It is cold on the outside. Now we've dropped a degree. It's 26 degrees here in Midtown.
Come on.
33 feels like 33. It's still 24 at the airport. I think it's still 24 at the airport. The National Weather Service posts that. They may need to go out there and whack their thermometer. I don't know. 23. They've dropped a degree as well, so something's right. 23 fair skies at the airport. This is Daybreak.
News Talk 96.5 FM will be hosting a City of Jackson mayoral debate on Thursday, March 23rd at Northside High School Auditorium. The debate will begin at 6:30. All 6 qualified candidates for this mayoral race will be participating. News Talk 96.5 wants you, our listeners, to participate by submitting your What Do You Want to Know questions on our website. News Talk 96.5 will select a series of your submitted questions to be included and presented to the candidates in the live debates. Log on to newstalk965.com and submit your questions in the space provided. We invite you to attend the debate and hear the answers to the questions from each of the candidates for Jackson City Mayor. News Talk 96.5 FM and newstalk965.com will be hosting a City of Jackson mayoral debate on Thursday, March 23rd at Northside High School Auditorium. For more information, call our office at 731-800-6397.
Hi, I'm Terica Smith, a local attorney and proud JMCSS graduate, but I'm also a JMCSS parent. We chose Jackson Madison County Schools for educational options that are innovative and challenging. Whether it's the Academic Academy at Northeast or early college and career opportunities at JCM Early College High, JMCSS offers classes and programs that will prepare my son for college and beyond. Plus, JMCSS is a Level 5 district and tuition free. It just makes sense.
Hi, I'm Greg Hammond, Chief of Public Information for the Jackson-Madison County School System. With an increased focus in the fine arts, athletics, workforce development, and early career opportunities for students, there's never been a better time to choose us. Tuition-free, Jackson-Madison County Schools. Visit jmcss.org today to schedule a tour or call 731-345-7011.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy.
The Memphis Grizzlies play here. 96.5 FM, News Talk, West Tennessee.
$7:28 nearing the bottom of the 7 o'clock hour. What do you got over there?
Well, you know, Greg, this week is spring break for the Jackson Madison County Schools. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What does that mean?
Spring break always coincides with the boys basketball tournament up in Murfreesboro.
Here locally it does?
Yeah, in Jackson, yeah.
I did not know that. I never put that together.
So anyway.
All right, spring break.
Cosmopolitan magazine has come out with some things you could do for spring's break.
Spring's break?
Springs. Let me get it out right.
Well, the State Department says don't go to Mexico, and they don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah, you heard it, but yeah.
I'm not going down there.
Just right across the border, you get assassinated.
They've told all these spring breakers to stay out of Mexico. All right, so here's some things to do on spring break.
It says, turns out you actually don't have to be hungover 24/7.
You don't?
That's what it said.
Okay.
Now, I don't know about you when you were at Middle Tennessee, but I was...
I usually had to work. I never got to go anywhere for spring break.
You were working a lot of time like I was too.
Yeah. I was on scholarship, so I had to work the radio station when everybody else was gone.
You
that
were
was
working
my gig.
On the on-campus radio station. Yep.
And when everybody else was gone, I was there. So everybody else got to go on spring break, but not Grego.
And I was working at a public access TV station over off Broad.
I know where that was.
Broad, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right.
one of the number one things that Cosmopolitan says that you can do on your spring break
Cosmopolitan
is to reset your wardrobe.
What? This is like Cosmo stuff. I'm not going to do any of this.
Listen, this is Cosmopolitan.
Reset your
We're
wardrobe.
appealing to a broader audience with this piece right here.
Okay, so when they say reset your wardrobe, like go from winter to spring
break
styles.
meet spring cleaning. Here's the plan.
All right.
Start off the week with a good old closet clean out, then spend way too many hours on Pinterest visualizing your new look
Yeah, that's not for me.
for spring break.
Okay.
I mean, if you were
It is a good time to do that.
Yeah, if you got a week where you don't have to be anywhere, which is not you and I.
I mean, you're going to have to put away the corduroys at some point. So if you're not going anywhere for spring break,
there you go.
Get rid of the sweaters, get rid of the corduroy. Done. All right.
Another one, become a TV connoisseur.
By sitting around watching TV for a week.
Is it binging or is it education? Making your way through television history may lead to several hours spent in front of a TV screen, but you'll be so cultured that it won't even matter.
Yeah, I'm not spending a week binging in front of the TV. Okay, pass.
For your spring break. So it's strike 2.
Pass.
All right. This one sounds like it might be interesting.
Okay.
Plan a paint and sip.
What is that?
You know, when you go to one of those places and you're having some wine and you're doing artwork and all that kind of stuff. We used to have one of those here in town.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. And
you go and drink what
yes,
now?
Yes.
Say it again. I'm not understanding the concept.
There was a business here in town. I forget the name of it right now.
A business?
Yes. It is a business.
What is the business?
Basically, it's a get out, a date with like a bunch of ladies go out together and all that kind of stuff. They're going to have some wine, and then they're going to have an artist there who's going to guide them through the process of painting a painting. They're going to have a sample painting and say, okay, do it this way and what have you. So plan a paint and sip.
I really don't understand the concept, but okay, I don't know what that
So
is.
that's-
I can't get my mind wrapped around
Strike
that.
3?
Don't know what that is.
Okay. Here's another choice. Cosmopolitan says, document your city's best eats.
Oh, that could be helpful.
Yeah.
I guess. If you wanted to take that on.
I think a couple of places that I would go to, I've never been here in town, is down to Doe's Eat Place downtown.
Yeah, let's go to Doe's.
Have you ever been down there?
Oh, yeah.
What do they got that's really good?
Tamales. Well, steaks, obviously.
Mhm.
You know, that's their jam. But their tamales. I like their tamales.
I tell you a place that's off the beaten path.
They have a wet salad that they're famous for.
Oh, okay.
And all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's great.
A place that's off the beaten path. It's downtown. It's been there forever and a day. If you like good homemade, home-style hamburgers, the Burger Barn.
Oh, I go to the Burger Barn once a week.
It's awesome.
Just wish they had chicken livers. Trying to get them to add them.
There you go.
I mean, it wouldn't be hard. They deep fry everything else that's there.
That's
so.
it. They can add it right
I
there.
love the Burger Barn.
Burger Barn is some good stuff. And also, I'll tell you another place that makes pretty good hamburgers.
Now, we're giving some airtime here, so watch it.
The Red Dog Saloon.
Okay, not going in there.
It's
not even there anymore.
Well, they're changing it. It's
It's changed.
Yeah.
It's changed.
But they do have good food.
All right.
Went in there a bunch of times. Another one says, take a very nice niche crafting class. What?
A what?
I can't even read it. Take a very niche crafting class. In the age of TikTok, crafting no longer includes googly eyes and pipe cleaners, from rug making to crocheting to
rug making,
upcycling your thrift finds.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
You'll lose yourself in the crafting corner for an entire week if you aren't careful.
Rug making is not a craft. That's a job. I'm not doing that. I'm not taking on a part-time job over spring break to make a rug. No, thank you.
That's what they said.
No, thank you.
Cosmopolitan also says another choice to do with things over spring break says take a master class.
Like a real class, like at your community college or something like that.
Says, okay, I know you're supposed to be taking time off from learning, but with all your homework and studying, you probably haven't learned a new skill just for the fun of it in a minute.
Like rug making. Pass.
Whether you decide to nail the art of top top-tier floral arrangements.
Oh, my gosh.
Or become an expert in creativity and leadership. Exploring a masterclass will literally never be a waste of time.
Okay, I'm going to lay down an edict. No more Cosmopolitan for you.
Like this segment.
Cannot do. You can. Well, maybe we could tweak it so you could do Cosmopolitan segments every day. Speak to our female audience.
This was part of clickbait. That's what it was.
You got sucked in.
I fell right into it.
You got sucked in.
I thought this was going to be fun, telling us pretty cool places to hang out. Now they're talking about rug making. That's enough of that.
It is 6:35. We're just past the bottom of the 7 o'clock hour. It's time for sports. G Unit's in the house. We're kicking off boys basketball state tournament action.
Boys basketball state tournament action. Good morning, Greg. This morning sports brought to you by the Trey Lindsey Scholarship. An evening with the Rocket is coming up in April. Roger Clemens is bringing his tales from the baseball field to benefit the Trey Lindsey Scholarship. Log on to 96.5 to find out more about how to buy tickets, as well as to become a sponsor of the Trey Lindsey Scholarship Memorial and to be a part of the evening with the Rocket. Roger Clemens coming up in April at Meridian Baptist Church. The mayoral debate. I can't say it right, Greg. It's coming up March 23rd at Northside High School Auditorium. Brought to Murfreesboro, they will take on Hampton High School, which Hampton High School is just east of Johnson City, going toward North Carolina. Humboldt comes in with a record of 19-11. Then the third game of the day, features the number one ranked Middleton Tigers from your neck of the woods.
Here we go. Hardeman County, let's go.
Middleton will be taking on East Robertson. East Robertson is just between Nashville and the Kentucky state line.
Now, these are first-round games for these teams?
These are first-round games.
Humboldt, Middleton?
Yep, first-round games. Middleton will be led by Mr. Basketball winner R.J. Robinson. The Tigers are ranked number one in the AP poll and come in with a record of 28-1. Also, the next team in Class Single A, the McKenzie Rebels, they will take on University School of Johnson City. McKenzie's girls just won their second straight tournament, second straight championship title last Saturday. So now it's the boys' time. They're going to try to do the same thing that the girls did. The women's NCAA tournament brackets are out. The top four seeds are South Carolina, Stanford, Indiana, and Virginia Tech. Indiana is led by Chloe Moore McNeil, former Greenfield High School graduate. Area teams of note: Tennessee, the Lady Volunteers are a number 4 seed and will play St. Louis in the first round. And our alma mater, Middle Tennessee, is an 11 seed and will play Colorado in round number 1. This morning's sports brought to you by Jackson State Community College. Plan your future at jscc.edu. Advanced Rehab BioT, Precision Auto Body in Milan, Watson's Cleaning Service, Pops Music, and Dapper Dan's favorite, Mulligan's.
Now, the big tournament action starts tomorrow.
The men's tournament starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
We can't call it MM.
No, we can't say that. So when we talk about it, we'll just say the NCAA tournament.
Okay,
we can say that.
Yep.
But I'm trying to find a schedule for that. They make it so difficult because they want you to sign up for everything. And so you can fill out a bracket and do the blah, blah, blah. You can't just find
And 1 in 9 quintillion.
It keeps taking me back to here we go. Maybe this is it. It keeps taking me back to the same page. Okay. All right. So first round action tomorrow, the 16th. Alabama takes on Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Is that what that is?
Texas A&M Corpus Christi. They punched their way into the first 4 last night, I believe, in Dayton, Ohio.
So it's already started.
Well, the first 4 has. First 4 had to play to earn their way into the tournament.
Oh,
the rest
see.
were already seeded.
I got you.
Texas A&M.
That's right. They played yesterday. Texas A&M Corpus Christi beat Southeast Missouri State.
SEMO.
Texas Southern beat FDU. I'm not sure what that is. What is FDU?
I don't know.
Arizona State and Nevada play today, and Mississippi State just lost to Pitt last night.
We were talking about Mississippi State earlier in sports. That's where Jarvis Bernardo played and still is the NCAA all-time leader in blocks. Haywood County young man has turned out and done very well for himself.
All right, so there you go. The NCAA tournament men's action starts in earnest tomorrow. Full-blown disco digital,
Man.
don't bump the table or you get tilted action.
Starting at probably 8 o'clock in the morning, not winding up till midnight at night.
Wow, that's a lot of ball.
All over the place.
Get your brackets filled out now if you haven't done so already. Maybe too late because since they started action last night for those preliminaries.
No, for the
you
for
still
the 60,
get in?
for the 64, you can still
Get in?
Yep.
You got to do it today, though.
That's
Action
it.
gets started tomorrow. All right, at 7:40, we're 20 away from the top of the hour here at 96.5, live at the Gene Langley Ford Studios, North Highland, Jackson. News, talk965.com. It's cold outside, 27 degrees. We're back after this.
BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
My name is Steven and I'm 41 years old. I started having problems with my weight, my focus, my energy all around. I spent thousands of dollars a year on supplements trying to get my weight down, and it never worked.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
So I got the treatment, and it has been the best decision of my life. I feel great. I'm losing weight. I have more energy. I'm getting stronger in the gym, and I can focus so much better. And I notice that I also sleep better, and I'm always in a good mood. And I believe it's all because of the BioT treatment.
To schedule an appointment to find out if BioTE is right for you, call 731-462-3596. That's 731-462-3596.
Neil Armstrong waited 6 hours and 39 minutes to step onto the surface of the moon. Jackie Robinson waited 20 months to play his first game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even DiCaprio had to wait 22 years to win an Oscar. You can wait until your destination. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local convenience store today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Central Distributors, Jackson.
96.5 FM. Home of the Dan Reeves Show.
Weekday afternoons, 3 till 6.
Florida woman was recently arrested for felony battery with an avocado.
What?
You can't make this stuff up, man. You just can't. 39-year-old woman in Florida was hit with a felony battery charge for striking her 68-year-old boyfriend in the eye with an avocado.
Oh, my Lord.
An avocado.
Now, let me get this right. boyfriend is 68?
Yes, she's 39.
She's 39.
And she whacked him with an avocado in the eye.
You didn't give me my allowance this month.
This woman named Carlene Biswanger. Okay, can't make that up either.
Carlene?
She's facing a felony battery charge. Oh, hit me. I can't. Yeah, that's not it either. Anyway, she's facing a felony battery charge for allegedly striking her 68-year-old boyfriend in the eye with an avocado. It happened at their apartment Sunday night this week. It's unclear why the boyfriend was beaned with said avocado, but we're assuming there was some kind of argument because she also hit him in the arm with a metal hanging rod.
My God.
Look, it can't be much of a fight if it escalated to the avocado. And if it started with the avocado and graduated to the metal rod, I can understand that. The metal rod was used first,
or something,
and it escalated to the avocado. She was arrested for battery. It was upgraded to a felony because the victim is older than 65.
Oh,
I didn't know
really?
that was a thing.
So she was mad at her sugar daddy.
Yeah. She whacked him with a fruit. Is an avocado a fruit?
Bam! It's something.
For what it's worth, she denies directly striking him, whatever that means. Any avocado might give you a black eye, but some are harder than others.
Okay.
The police report didn't specify if this avocado was overripe or underripe. We don't know. But she is. That's according to the Smoking Gun. Some of that stuff on the Smoking Gun will just give you the giggles.
It's better than trying to read something off Cosmopolitan.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
All right, so one thing we didn't bring up in sports is this World Baseball Classic. Are you familiar with that?
Sort of, yeah.
I'd never heard of it until this year. It's getting a lot of talk, but I'd never heard of it. It's like the World Cup for baseball.
They form international teams.
Yeah. So some of the things that are coming out now that I don't know why it's getting a lot of press this year because I don't remember ever having heard of this. But anyway, Team Italy. Different countries have, they've got their own team,
Okay.
The baseball players. Team Italy has an espresso machine in their dugout. Come on. Seriously?
This espresso. I'm not playing very good because I haven't had my morning espresso.
Yeah. Well, let's put one in the dugout. So Team Italy has got of course they do. Of course they do. The Italians. And this pitcher from Nicaragua was signed by the Detroit Tigers, an hour after he struck out 3 Major League Baseball All-Stars in the World Baseball Classic.
Good for him.
Somebody get his phone number. We're going to be talking.
He earned his way into a Major League Baseball contract.
An espresso machine. Let me go. I want to see this espresso machine. If they start doing that in Major League Baseball, having massage tables and, hair dryers and things like that in the dugout at St. Louis. Come on, there it is. They're chilling bottles of wine. They got a charcuterie board in the dugout.
Charcuterie.
So you can have light snacks. Before you have to hit the field.
Why can't
again.
we just call that finger food instead of charcuterie or whatever?
I don't know.
To me, it's finger food.
It's not the thing. It's like hummus. Why don't we just call it bean dip? That's what it is. We always called it bean dip.
Perfect.
You sit on your tailgate and eat bean dip on Fritos.
Sounds good to me.
But no, we can't call it that anymore. It has to be hummus. But it's bean dip. Let's just call it bean dip.
I'm going to put out a bunch of fruit on a cutting board, and y'all can eat some finger food if y'all want.
Now that's fruit you can't cut up a cantaloupe and call that finger food.
Or little bitty Viennese sausages, not Vienna sausages.
No,
Viennese.
That's what they are.
That's what Meemaw said.
That's right. That makes them what they are. In defense of the Italians having an espresso machine in their dugout, they say coffee is like water in Italy. And one of these guys, the manager, Mike Piazza. Oh, yeah, Mike Piazza. We know him from the Mets all those years. He is the manager for Team Italy.
That makes sense.
He said coffee is like water in Italy. He went on to add that he would have a barista in there if he could.
Oh, man. Are you kidding me?
There he is right
Sir,
there.
Sir, how would you like your espresso?
He said we would have a barista in there making it fresh with the ceramic. I don't like espresso out of a paper cup. It's kind of a sacrilege. But when it's the only option you have to deal with it. Really?
Oh, man.
They don't have options in their dugout?
I don't know.
Mike Piazza, the team manager. They dropped to 1-1 in pool play, the Italians did. We'll see if the espresso machine can give the Italians, Piazza's club, Mike Piazza's club, the extra boost to get back into the win column against Panama. Wonder what Panama's got in their dugout. What are they, hand-rolling cigars in there?
It's not a banana, a plantain.
Plantain.
Plantains
That's
in there.
cigars and who knows what else. Oh, brother. Is that being televised at all? I mean, I haven't seen it.
The World Baseball, I'm sure it is.
World Baseball Classic.
Yeah.
I wonder who's carrying that.
I think I just kind of checked it out a little bit one time, which I thought it was cool because it was before the season started, and I thought it was really neat that they're forming international teams to kind of build baseball worldwide.
I guess that's but how long have they been doing this?
It's been going on for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
I just don't remember ever having heard of it.
Yeah.
I just don't remember it. 17% of Americans have drunk shopped in the past year. Is that what I think it is?
What? Do you mean I bought what?
Is that what I think it is? Like you shop when you're inebriated and you don't know what you ordered? I guess that's what it is. If you've ever hit up a store on the walk back from happy hour and later blamed booze for the purchase, in a new poll, about 17% of Americans admit to having shopped while under the influence. This is not even online, they say. I thought it meant like, hitting Amazon after you got a little tipsy or something.
Right on.
No, this is like real shopping. On average, they spent $309. The most commonly bought items while under the influence: shoes, clothes, accessories, and food. 47% have done that. 34% of those said spenders open up their wallets for naughty things like cigarettes, gambling, and more booze. That's not smart. Further down, this is when you know you've had too many. When you've been overserved at the local watering hole. 16% have been tipsy when they bought artwork, furniture, or even a car.
Honey, guess what I bought
last night? Or look what I'm bringing home.
It'll be here tomorrow.
Men were more likely to admit to shopping under the influence than women. I'm surprised at that. Women are more likely to buy shoes, but men are more likely to buy vehicles. God, that's embarrassing.
You can buy a pair of shoes if I can buy a new car. I need a new truck.
Get up in the morning and she's calling you. G-Unit, what is in the driveway?
Well,
I don't know. I don't remember.
I forgot to tell you about it. Apparently, when...
That's embarrassing. You can go to finder.com, find more details about that. 7:53, 7 away from the top of the hour. We're closing it down. When we come back, this is Daybreak.
Did you hear you can now earn your degree or certificate online at Jackson State Community College with degrees and certificates in criminal justice, business, healthcare, tech, and more? There's never been a better time to pursue your education online from the comfort of your own home. Jackson State also offers remote and hybrid options to cater to your busy schedule. Learn more about their online programs at jscc.edu/online.
Welcome to Hampton Inn & Suites of Jackson. Make yourself at home in any of the 83 rooms or suites. Hampton Inn & Suites exit 83 at I-40 is minutes away from all Jackson destinations like the West Tennessee Healthcare Sportsplex, Casey Jones Village, Jackson Madison County General Hospital, and many industrial complexes. Enjoy free Wi-Fi, free parking, and free hot breakfast. Also a 24-hour fitness and business center. Welcome to West Tennessee. Make your reservations now by calling direct at 731-427-6100 or visit hampton.com.
Vintage doesn't always mean long-lasting. As your home systems age, your repair costs, utility bills, and breakdowns rise. During Hiller's Vintage Showdown, we're giving away a free new system to the owner of the oldest HVAC unit. Submit a picture of your old equipment online to see if you qualify as the winner. Everybody wins with trade-in credits plus 0% financing for up to 48 months with approved credit on select new HVAC systems. Enter to win now at happyhiller.com.
Call the Happy Face Truck today.
Watch
Tennessee Championship Wrestling every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on NewsTalkWestTennessee.com.
See all the Memphis legends, Jerry the King Lawler, Dangerous Doug Gilbert, Superstar Bill Dundee, along with stars of today, the Mid-South Prodigy Bam Bam Bundy, MJ Davis, Mr. Marvelous Mike Mayo, Insane Dane, Big Gravy, The Rocket Josh Benson, Lucky P. Larson, and many, many more. You can also view TCW on the News Talk West Tennessee app for all your Apple and Android devices.
Catch Tennessee Championship Wrestling every Saturday at noon on NewsTalkWTN.com.
What's better than 20% over invoice, or 15% over invoice, or 10% over invoice? How about 0% over invoice? Wait, did I just say 0% over invoice? Hi, this is Sarah Beth Langley at Gene Langley Ford in Humboldt. As your authorized Ford ordering dealer, Gene Langley Ford, in partnership with Ford Motor Company, is accepting new orders at cost. So our price is your price. There's never been a better time to order your new Ford. Come see us today for details, and let's get your new Ford car, truck, or SUV on its way to your driveway. Struggling with credit issues? Not here. Our finance department can work magic to get you approved. Plus, every new Ford comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty. And if you're looking for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, check out the great selection on our lot and online. Updated daily at GeneLangleyFord.com. And remember, March is Ford Truck Month. You really should try Gene Langley Ford before you buy. The dealership service bill.
At cost offer excludes Mustang GT500 and Raptor. See dealer for warranty and financing details.
I guess that'll do. I still can't hear anything, so.
I don't know what it is.
Can you hear?
No.
It's in that box over there.
We need a new one. Whatever that
Just
thing is.
keep your hand on it at all times.
I'm about to put some hands on it permanently.
I can't get it to. I can't hear anything. Hang on, let me just take these off. That helps a little bit. 90-year-old Willie Nelson will hit the road this summer for some shows.
On the road again?
90 years old. He's turning 90 next month, and he's not just sitting at home reading Cosmo looking for things to do.
He ain't reading Cosmo at home. He's toking it up.
Yeah. He's going to be making a rug.
For his spring break.
He's smoking a rug. He's hitting the road this summer for another Outlaw Music Festival tour. He'll be joined by other artists, including Robert Plant and Alison Krauss.
They're going to be at the Bill Street Music Festival.
Yeah, they are.
Yep.
The Avett Brothers, John Fogerty, Margot Price, and Whiskey Myers. It's the Willie Nelson and Blackbird presents Willie Nelson and Family. And like I said, it's the Outlaw Music Festival. I don't have a list of shows here. Well, yeah, Robert Plant, Alison Krauss. Also, Nathaniel Ratliff and the Night Sweats. They're fantastic. I love them. Whiskey Myers, Government Mule. They're fantastic.
There you go, yep.
Marcus King, Margot Price. Trampled by Turtles. You familiar with them?
I'm not.
I'll pull up some Trampled by Turtles. We'll do that tomorrow. Molly Tuttle and Golden Highway. Kathleen Edwards, Flatland Cavalry. Kurt Vile and the Violators. Brittany Spencer and Particle Kid. Okay, here we go. Their first show will be late June, Somerset, Wisconsin. These are festival dates. The Alpine Valley Music Theater in Troy, Wisconsin. That's where Stevie Ray Vaughan was killed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at the Alpine Valley Music Theater.
Huh. Okay.
They'll be at the Hollywood Casino in St. Louis on June the 25th. Rogers, Arkansas at the Walmart Amp on June 29th.
Yep, that's in Northwest Arkansas.
Yep. Then they're in Dallas, Columbia, Missouri, Bethel, New York, New Hampshire. I just don't ever think of Willie Nelson going to New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
That just doesn't seem right. Then they're in Hershey, Pennsylvania, Philly, New Jersey, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati.
That sounds fun.
So they're not, well, they're coming to St. Louis. That's as close as they're going to get here.
That's it.
Unless they do another leg, but then it won't be the summer. It won't be the summer tour.
I mean, that's not bad. St. Louis is what, maybe 5 hours if you want to go see Willie Nelson, Robert Plant, Alison Krauss.
That would be fun. That's a pretty good lineup.
John Fogerty, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
Trampled by Turtles. I would go just to see them.
But no Low Cut Connie on that tour. Though,
no
right?
Low Cut Connie. If you want to see Low Cut Connie, they're going to be at the Beale Street Music Festival starting May 5th through 7th. That's when the festival is, May 5th through 7th, down at Tom Lee Park.
We've got to get Low Cut Connie on the show before then.
I'll make some calls.
That would be fun.
I know who to call. I know exactly who to call, see if they can put us in touch with
You've
Low
got
Cut
some
Company.
connections.
I do. So we'll see what we can get done. 7:59. You guys have a great rest of the day. It's the Ides of March, so be careful out there. Don't turn your back on anybody today.
Beware of the Ides
Don't
of
turn your
March.
back on anybody. It's cold right now, 26 degrees, going to a high today of 56 degrees under lots of sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow.
This is WBFG 96.5 FM. Parker's Crossroads, Jackson.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Russia's U.S. Ambassador Anatoly Antonov insists that Moscow does not seek confrontation with the United States.
We prefer to not to create a situation where we can face unintended clashes or unintended incidents between the Russian Federation and the United States.
Why then did a Russian fighter jet dump fuel on a multi-million-dollar U.S. reconnaissance drone and then clip the drone's propeller? The Pentagon says it happened in international airspace over the Black Sea.
Because of the damage, we were in a position to have to essentially crash it into the Black Sea. To my knowledge, at this point in time, the Russians have not recovered that aircraft.
Brigadier General Pat Ryder at the Pentagon. The U.S. has summoned Russian diplomat Antonov for consultations. As the Justice Department and the SEC investigate the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank, the Federal Reserve facing sharp criticism.
Observers say the Fed missed clear signs that Silicon Valley Bank was at high risk of collapsing into what became the second largest bank failure in U.S. history. Critics point to many red flags that had surrounded Silicon Valley Bank. They included its rapid growth since the pandemic, its unusually high level of uninsured deposits, and its overinvestment in long-term government bonds and mortgage-backed securities, which tumbled in value as interest rates rose.
That's correspondent Jeremy House. President Biden resorting to another executive order, this one mandating additional background checks for gun purchases. At the same time, Mr. Biden says Congress must act to mandate universal background checks for gun buyers. Wall Street this morning, stock futures sharply lower. The Dow futures down 548 points. NASDAQ futures 181 points in the red. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Relief Factor, pain relief that's natural, pain relief that works, and pain relief that attacks the source of the pain. That's the experience of tens of thousands of Americans who are taking Relief Factor right now. See their incredible video endorsements at relieffactor.com and then order your 3-week quick starter pack for just $19.95. That's less than $1 a day. Find out if it can work for you like it works for me by ordering your 3-week quick starter pack today. Relieffactor.com, relieffactor.com. Be the next success story.
My name is Jason Hansen. I'm a former CIA officer and New York Times bestselling author. You can protect your hard-earned retirement assets with a tax-free loophole that allows you to convert your retirement into physical gold and silver. Advantage Gold is the nation's highest-rated gold company. They have the best process, pricing, and service. If you want to get your free gold and silver investment kit, please contact Advantage Gold right now. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor. Consult with your financial advisor before investing.
Call 800-900-8000.
It appears China is about to further expand its influence in the Western Hemisphere. Honduras will seek to establish diplomatic relations with Communist China, apparently abandoning Taiwan.
Honduras is one of the few remaining allies of Taiwan, and the announcement represents a change in its diplomatic views. In January 2022, the Foreign Affairs Minister told the Associated Press that Honduras would continue to strengthen ties with Taiwan and that establishing a diplomatic relationship with China was not a priority. Beijing has isolated Taiwan diplomatically with a long campaign against such recognition under the One China policy. China claims self-ruled democratic Taiwan is part of China's territory. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
Floods caused by torrential rains have killed at least 5 people in 2 Turkish provinces that were devastated by last month's earthquake. News and analysis at townhall.com. Though he faces a lot of heat, one controversial New York congressman apparently doesn't plan to go away anytime soon.
Representative George Santos has filed papers with the Federal Election Commission indicating he'll seek re-election. The FEC filing does not necessarily mean that Santos will seek a second term, but it does clear the way for him to continue raising money that could be used for future legal bills. He faces ethics and criminal investigations. Donated funds could also be used to repay more than $700,000 that the Republican lawmaker claims to have loaned his campaign despite financial problems. Norman Hall, Washington.
New Mexico Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham has signed a bill making it a crime to store firearms in places that children can access. The new law takes effect June 16th. Earlier this year, a 6-year-old student in Virginia shot his teacher, adding fuel to the debate about gun control and school safety. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What's better than 20% over invoice or 15% over invoice or 10% over invoice? How about 0% over invoice? Wait, did I just say 0% over invoice? Hi, this is Sarah Beth Langley at Gene Langley Ford in Humboldt. As your authorized Ford ordering dealer, Gene Langley Ford in partnership with Ford Motor Company is accepting new orders at cost. So our price is your price. There's never been a better time to order your new Ford. Come see us today for details and let's get your new Ford car, truck, or SUV on its way to your driveway. Struggling with credit issues? Not here. Our finance department can work magic to get you approved. Plus, every new Ford comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty. And if you're looking for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, check out the great selection on our lot and online. Updated daily at GeneLangleyFord.com. And remember, March is Ford Truck Month. You really should try Gene Langley Ford before you buy. The dealership service bill.
At cost offer excludes Mustang GT500 and Raptor. See dealer for warranty and financing details.
My name is Steven and I'm 41 years old. I started having problems with my weight, my focus, my energy all around. I spent thousands of dollars a year on supplements trying to get my weight down and it never worked.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there is an exciting natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
So I got the treatment and it has been the best decision of my life. I feel great. I'm losing weight. I have more energy. I'm getting stronger in the gym and I can focus so much better. And I notice that I also sleep better and I'm always in a good mood. And I believe it's all because of the BioT treatment.
To schedule an appointment to find out if BioTE is right for you, call 731-462-3596. That's 731-462-3596.
I think it's just vapor.
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes.
My kid
knows it's dangerous. 5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
News Talk West Tennessee includes newstalk965.com and News Talk 96.5 FM.